Hello everybody, Stuart here, your friendly neighborhood decker. It's been a while. It's been almost a month to the day actually. I know it's because I looked it up. But yeah, I'm back. I'd say for one night only. I'm hoping that I'm gonna be back again. Um, Actually, yeah, just a little bit of story time with Decker to start. I realized that there's been about half an hour for people to get in, but what's a couple more? Besides, this way it means that I can wait out the copyright silence stuff because that's what Twitch does when you try and play music on stream. Anyway, yeah. So, the reason why I kind of sometimes flake out of streams or sometimes just don't stream for as long as I'd like to is because I work full time. I work for a software development company. I'm going to leave them nameless, but it's really easy to figure out who they are. But they do a thing called flexible working, which is great and also kind of not great. Basically means that like we're supposed to be there 9 till 5:30. It's supposed to be a 37.5 hour contract. But as long as you're kind of there for vaguely 8.5 hours a day, and as long as you make sure you take an hour for lunch, like they're really flexible on when you're actually in and out. Um, yeah, usually I get in about half an hour late just because buses are terrible, and then I kind of stay half an hour late, which is fine. It means that as long as transport is all right, then I get home at 6:30, which is fine. There's some people that have like hour and a half long commutes every day. I could never do that. That would do my head in, because especially at the morning end, because it means I have to leave at like 7 o'clock or something just to get in for 9. And I know that's because I have to do that every other week. But we'll get to that. But yeah, on a good day, I'll get home about 6:30. On a bad day like today, I'll miss my bus and then realize I have to go to shops. So I'll have to get another bus to go to the shops and then another bus from the shops to home and not get home until like 7:15, and then realize that there's going to take an hour to make and I haven't had anything since lunchtime. And yeah, that's why we're starting at 8:30, which is usually way later than I'll do, but um, it's going to really go to the end of the year and I'm not going to be here for most of January. So I figured now would be a good time to come back. The kind of plan of action is okay, so basically I can reliably stream once every 2 weeks because every other Saturday I have to go over to Edinburgh to work from the home offices. And it takes an hour and a half to get there and an hour and a half to get back. Usually the trains are absolutely jumping and I miss my bus and I'm fed up and I'm in no mood to stream, even though by the time I get home it's about 8 o'clock and it's too late to stream anyway. But the other Tuesday is the only time of the week where I've got the house to myself, and I don't want to drive my fiance absolutely batty by having to listen, like making her listen to me shout for hour and a half to 2 hours about absolute nonsense. So, because she's out on Tuesdays and I'm here on Tuesdays, it means I can stream on Tuesdays. So, I've got about an hour, I think. I think. Um, who's that? That's somebody else going online. Okay. Um, But yeah, that's why I don't really stream that much because of reasons. But yeah, today, yeah, so this might well be my last stream of 2017, which was a heck of a year because it's the year I started streaming. I might be able to stream again in 2 weeks. We'll see. I might also be able to stream at some other point. We will see again because I've taken some time off work and obviously we get time off for Christmas and New Year. But as I said, yeah, I'm missing most of January because I'm going on holiday. I actually leave just before New Year's Eve, so that's kind of my deadline, which is annoying because it also means I'm missing like 3 weeks of my tabletop Shadowrun campaign, which is going really fun so far. But I don't want to say anything about it because there's a good chance that the GM or one of the players will come and check up on me. So let's go for let's start the alternate history of Vermilion again. I am actually really lucky as well because, as you can see from the title, this is only episode 3, so I don't have much to recap. And if you want to actually read this instead of trying to listen to me explain it at 100 miles an hour, because that's how fast I talk when I don't have something distracting me, I have Moonbot commands. You can see them below the stream if you're watching this on twitch.tv/StudioDecker and not somewhere embedded. If you're watching it somewhere embedded, please tell me. I didn't embed it anywhere, and I'm really curious. But anyway, yeah, if you use exclamation mark last time, it'll tell you what happened last time. If you use exclamation mark, what's up? I think that's it. Yeah, something like what's up. It'll tell you what's going on in general, which is I've never played this before. Please don't spoil anything. And I've got an uptime command as well. I would like to have more commands, but I don't really have any creativity for what they should be. So let me know in the chat if you have any ideas. But here's the story so far for Shadowrun Dragonfall. We are playing Vermilion, the up-and-coming mage, who has recently joined a runner group in Berlin in the Allied German states, which is the 2078 version, no, 2054 version of Germany. It's called the Flux State because it's in a little bit of chaos. Like literally the ruling government is in favor of anarchy, so there really isn't a ruling government, except there kind of is, and nobody really knows how anything gets done. But it's really good for Shadowrunners because nobody knows how anything's getting done. So the Shadowrunning group that Vermilion recently joined tried to storm a manor. They were told that there was a data vault downstairs. What they found instead was some sort of bullshit military complex, and they had to run for their lives. And the Decker died, which is sad because they were best friends. So they got back to their headquarters and they went to the person who gets them jobs, and they were like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "What the fuck?" Because he didn't actually get us that job. The Decker got it herself. So he pointed us in the direction of the person who gave her the job. We killed most of the occupants of a nightclub and may have started a gang war up again. Oops. But we finally got to his room to find him dead, the exact same way that the Decker died. That's suspicious. So as you join us, we are just returning to our headquarters to meet with our fixer again and explain to him what the fuck just happened. And hopefully he can explain to us what the fuck just happened. But without further ado, let's move to the game overlay so you can actually see what's going on. So usual proviso goes double today because I haven't done this in a month. If there's any problems with my stream at all, like dropping frames, audio issues, or just the audio levels not being very good, please let me know and I'll try and fix it the best I can, although Dragonfall does get temperamental if I try and alt-tab away from it. So we'll see. Also, I was thinking of making my webcam 16:9, but it's going to be an absolute faff and a half to change all my overlays to accommodate a 16:9 webcam, so we'll see. Actually, we're working for this load as well. I changed my color scheme. It's all orange now. I used to use blue and purple, or blue and pink-ish, because, you know, cyberpunk and decking and all that fun stuff. Turns out, cyan and magenta, to use their scientific names, are actually the bisexuality awareness colors. Like, that's what the color of the flag is. And this might seem really strange, but I kind of don't want to take it away from them, and it's not a color scheme I was attached to. It's more just a case of, hey, this will work well, I think of something better. So I've gone for blue and orange because blue is my favorite color, orange is my fiance's favorite color, and together they form the power of Iron Brew, which is, you know, the best drink. Keith says while drinking Coke. Also, I can actually see my own webcam now. I decided to not use Firefox to see the chat. I've just got a pop-out chat window, so I might not see if people follow, but I can definitely see when you talk, and I can see when I lean out of frame or go really, really close accidentally because I'm really into it. Oh, we have crew advancement now. Let's do that. So most of us can advance. Actually, I'll kind of run through these because we haven't met them in a month. Iger is a troll. She is a weapons specialist. She's ex-military, which means that she really hates people, and she wanted to be the leader of our ragtag band of misfits, but was overruled by the Decker shortly before her death, and then overruled by the rest of the party shortly after her death. So she's maybe not the happiest that the youngest person of the team's also the leader, but she's good with a gun, so we can improve her sniping, or shotguns. Yeah, let's go for Sniper Specialist, because reasons. And that'll depict, Okay, good. Dietrich is our shaman. He is good at casting spells and summoning spirits from the other world. And he's got lots of tattoos, because you'll find that a lot with shamans. They like their tattoos. Okay, so he's got armor stripping. That's fun, because I actually know what armor does. Or he can actually hit the broadside of a barn with his thrown weapons. Yeah, let's give you that. That looks fun. Glory is our combat medic. She is a street samurai, which means that most of her body has been replaced with metal and robots and cybernetics and all that awesome fun stuff. It does tend to leave the people a little bit emotionally restrained though, just because there's a thing called essence, which is your humanity, and every time you replace part of your body with machines, you lose a little bit of your humanity. She's lost quite a lot. She doesn't have any arms anymore. She has big spiky things, like Edward Scissorhands. That's cool. Oh yeah, she's also our medic, which is fun. So that's a really hard shot. That is... I'm not getting over that because she's pretty much the only person in our team that's good at melee apart from me, and it's debatable for me whether or not my character's good at melee, so let's do that. And that's them locked in. Woo! There's also Blitz. We only just met Blitz. He's our new decker because, again, our old one died. Don't really know much about him because we only just met him. But yeah, he wanted rescued out of the nightclub, and we were already on our way out, so we figured why not. Let's actually improve ourselves. We don't need quickness that much just because we don't do ranged stuff. Might improve it later because it also makes us harder to hit. Strength we need for melee weapons. I'd like to improve my melee weapons actually. What does that give us? That is basically just fuck your turn. I like that. Let's do that. Okay, 5 points left. Intelligence we don't really need because we're not a decker. It does... The skills, the attributes and stuff do open up some interesting dialogue options, none of which we could use last time, which is why I ended in an absolute bloodbath. So I might up that a little bit, but I don't want to waste 3 points, because there's only a finite amount. We could also up our spellcasting, because that's kind of our main thing. And then there's also charisma, which is conjuring and also talking to people, which actually I will put points into, because if I get it up here, I get to pretend to be another type of person, and somehow I don't think academia is going to turn up all that often. I think that may have been a bad move when I was leveling up earlier. Anyway, yes. Oh, that's not how you move. I've been playing... I've been playing Final Fantasy for too long. By which I mean, I've been playing nothing but Final Fantasy for the last month. Hey, there's Blitz. Hey, Blitz. What you doing? Doing just great. Really nice to be able to wind down and relax for a change. No worrying about this ganger or that ganger. I would have you here. The Drogen Keep, that was the hotel we visited last time. And by visited, I mean ruined. Damn, he's been there for a while. Look at me, I'm a trustworthy guy. really sure why you care either. Yeah, it doesn't matter why, just tell me. When we first arrived at Drogen Keep, I spent some time taking the lay of the land. The Schwarzherzen were still a pretty small gang. I pronounced 3 German words, go me. Pro bono decking. Really, he needs a die too. Oh no, ours is die 2, never mind. Oh, you know it's going to be a good story when it starts towards not exactly. Schwarzherzen maintained their hold in Drogen Keep, but the change of leadership was bad. After Dieker kicked the bucket, his second in command took over. She was a real piece of work. Called herself Leonie Luster. Luster? And there's no umlaut, so I'm gonna assume Luster. She had a message she could mellow along and she was none too fond of me. She turned on you? Immediately. Well, at least she didn't keep you waiting. Damn, son. He wasn't kidding. They were a great gang, and then they had a management turnover and they went to hell. Doesn't that sound familiar? That's it, end of story. Anything else I want to talk about? I would just like to point out that 2 is below average intelligence. Come on, what happened? Members of the Schwarzherzen were loyal to Luster Royal for his blood. None of others wanted to stick their necks out. Retaliated and won without firing a shot. That's not an answer. That's a humble brag. Ah, clever boy. Okay. See, I want to say served you right, but he can access my porn drive, so I can get back to what I was doing. Well, glad you were so open with me. Dog! Hey, doggy, doggy, doggy. Who's a good pup? Look at those big red eyes. Just, oh. Hey, Chief. Yay, doggy's following me. Seems a small group of well-armed assailants entered Das Kisselhus hotel earlier today and cleaned house. Yeah. The controlling gang was eliminated down to the last man, then the assailants strolled calmly out the front door. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? Oh, holy shit, academic did have a purpose. Yes. The Flux does seek to depose those who overstep the bounds of their power, it's true. I'm not convinced the elimination of an entire gang was the only way in which a more egalitarian state of affairs could be reached. Well, you didn't hire a face, so that's what you get. I have more pressing matters to discuss. Oh goody. Oh. Yeah. Green Winters was the guy we were looking for. His head exploded. She was badly shaken by the sight of Winter's body. No fucking shit. He also mentioned that he found something in Winter's safe. A package full of very old discs. May I see them? Sure. I haven't seen one of these since I was a boy. What, a CD? Nice. I had the advantage of being 50 years in the future. All of our current technology is antiquated as fuck. First I looked at may be readable. That was damaged, some severely so. Just wipe my teacher a little bit, they'll be fine. Little shop outside the Data Haven. Talk to the proprietor, Malit Hollier? Holly? Fuck it. Malit. Alright. I want to see what the other dialogue options are, but all I want to do is pet the dog. Hey Dietrich, how you doing? Used to front a punk band. Why does that not surprise me? Spent a good chunk of my life on stage. Whenever I went playing, I was living up to our fans' expectations. Spitting off, getting into fights, getting drunk, getting laid. Man, yeah, I have to put this answer as an indie darling myself. The band was called Messerkampf, in big capital letters with the exclamation point. Don't know what that means in German. That could mean rainbow unicorns for all I know. Sold a few records, turned around Europe. Decent following in England. Too. You know, now that I've asked that question, punk band to Shadowrunner doesn't really seem like that much of a leap, especially when bards kind of exist and yet kind of don't. Like, the way that magic works is basically just that everybody channels it differently, nobody really knows how it works. So, in theory, somebody could just channel magic through the power of their voice or instruments or whatever. Bards exist. One nice thing about shamanism, as long as you keep your idol happy, doesn't matter what else you do. The Dragon Slayer chose me to be his servant. Ooh, he's got a mentor spirit, that's fun. Dragon Slayer is the one that makes people braggarts and stuff, I think. Dragon Slayers are fun. Never been able to play one yet, just because I've never really played mages until Vermilion and then Vermilion, so... Let's move right along, we don't have to get every little bit of dialogue out of the way. Yay, puppy's following me. Hey, I'm elite. Oh, we have it. Nice. Oh yeah, we stole a drone as well. Love working on these little corp drones. Can't make any guarantees, by the way, it's on the house. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, also, this ancient technology from eons ago. Nice. Because, you know, of course the Decker hoards every kind of cable known to man. Oh, not the player, but she had the cable at least. There's a try look down at the junkyard. There's a scavenger there. Primitive man, crude disposition. I think I've met him before as well. You'll certainly attempt to overcharge you for it. I've met him before. Item added. Ancient monitor. If this isn't CRT, I'm going to be very disappointed. This was the wrong way again. Yep, oops. Yep, round you go. There we go. I'm still getting used to this plex. There's the junkyard. Alright, you crossed the old spine. Guten Tag, what can I do for you? Shrotty Bushman. Bushman? 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 Bushman. Old Korean player that I dug up last week. 2010 model, real beauty. That might not be the wrong region. A little to part with her. There's plenty of folks out here who really appreciate an older player such as this. That's why you haven't sold it yet. I could just hustle him. How much money do I have? 2 grand? Yeah, let's haggle him down. That's 350 cent. Haggle him a little bit more. Hey! What do you know, that 3 charisma immediately came in handy. Hey, Iger. Oh, I was in the mood for talking. Oh well. Right, Paul. Really, you can just hand it over the desk. Gathered around the old monitor. Oh yeah, there it is. Ah, no CRT. Darn. Everything appears to be functional. The disc should be ready to play. Awesome. I really went to trouble fetching everything. Let him do the honors. Are you sure that's wise? I don't want to accidentally zap it or something. Hey. Start from the beginning. A disheveled looking man appears on the screen. Timestamp is 20 years ago. A lot longer than I thought DVDs would last. Henry, think we found her. After all this time. Fershwinge. I knew that she wasn't dead. Survived the Dragonfall, just as I've always said. I knew it, and I was right. Oh, and it's suddenly static as fuck. Oh, sorry, Dante. Oh, he got scared by all the static. Probably doesn't exist. Taking a team into the SOX to retriever. The radiation be damned. Bad move, hombre. We will take appropriate precautions. Kinda good move, hombre. I may not be back for some time. Yeah, no shit. Hermes, stay safe out there. I know things are heating up in Berlin, and I know you. Student protests, civil uprising. You'll be in the middle of it, I'm sure. Don't know who this Hermes is, but he seems like a right piece of shit. Oh, I've just remembered who Vershwinge is. I can't remember if it got explained in game though. I'm just gonna keep my message to him. Alright, track 2. Oh hey, it's Winters. A couple months later. Found the message Adrian left me all those years ago, but it cleaned up as best I could. Strange hearing his voice again. I have no idea where that voice came from, by the way. It's good to hear him, even if he did insist on calling me Hermie. Dr. Adrian Vauclair, the hero of the people, the Dragon Slayer, my brother. It's hard to believe it's been almost 20 years. Alright, so I'm gonna start recording these DVDs again. For me, for Adrian, whoever might wind up watching them. Every time I do this, it winds up feeling like a waste of time, but I keep doing it anyway in the off chance that I find something important. If I stumble into the clue that leads me to my brother, I know that I'm going to want it on film. I've been doing this for almost 20 years now, after all. No sense in quitting now. Christ, 20 years. All this time, still no leads. Even with all my contacts and my resources. With my legendary bullheadedness, I've made no progress at all. I haven't turned up a single goddamn thing. Want to hear something funny? The closest I've gotten to a clue was a rumor. Apparently, a team emerged from the SOX a while back. Nobody's clear on the date, but, and get this, Supposedly, they vanished without a trace. Not much of a rumor considering. I already know that you're gone, big brother. I live with that every day. And I'll stop reading them out loud now, because that voice was probably really annoying. Hey, there's Winters again. Oh hey, this is from really recently. Stumbled upon archival footage of First Wind's original attack. And all the way back to 2012. Oh shit, that's cool. It seems dark and smoky, and the telltale flashes of emergency vehicle lights flicker. Oh, they even added the that's cool. Yeah, First Wind was a dragon. Very old dragon. She appeared right about the time that magic started appearing in the world again, which is, for those of you who don't know Shadowrun lore, around 2011. It really kicked up a fuss at the end of 2012 when the world was supposed to end, but it kind of started like easing in a little bit. Evidence we are in the boring timeline. Oh, we'll get there. Oh, we're in the... Nah, we're not in the boring timeline. We're in the timeline that doesn't last until 2054 because we nuked each other off the face of the earth. Not the bad one, not the good one? Okay, yeah, you got me there. If you could, sir, please tell the people at home about your experience of the attack. There was a fucking dragon! Holy shit! My own house was burned to the ground during the attack. My family, we have nothing now. Oh, is this the house we're in now? Too soon? You helped me to... Back the magic started pouring back into the world around when we started our undergrads? What did you do? Or what didn't you do that you did in that universe? Yay, his wife and kids survived. Man, First Wind left nothing unattended, well, apart from the guys that survived. Did I live through Chemage in that universe? Either that or they created the first elf. That would be pretty interesting. I mean, think about how I feel. I would be a computer scientist. I'd be working with cyberdecks and stuff. And a crazy 70-year-old man at this point. That's scary. Oh, 60 odd. 60 or 70 odd, I can't believe I'm doing maths right now. Edgier. There we go. Agent's complete dead end. Very poor choice of words. Alright, track 4. And yet track 4 was before track 3, unless they're doing a weird dating system. Little progress on First Wind either. Weird, the information is there, it's just wrong somehow. Too well laid out, too simple. Real life's messy. Until it isn't. I feel like I'm being tracked. I'm no Matrix hotshot like Clockwork or Schaefer. Neither of them have met. Which is probably why the Matrix hotshots. Oh, that was a quick one. That's good. A couple weeks later. Jesus. You ever seen somebody age 2 years in 2 weeks? I think somebody doesn't want Firewing being known about. Ghost stories spreading around the Decker community. Stories about Deckers disappearing and then showing up later again, but wrong somehow. Thanks for the input, Blitz. Could these rumors be related to what's happening here? Am I paranoid? No, I don't think so. Something big's happening here and I'm right in the middle of it. And then he was dead. One other thing. Tolstoy told me about a story about a kill team that might be related to all of this. Apparently a decker named Hellbore posted a theory about Firstwind to the Shadowland BBS. Really? BBSs still exist in 2054? They probably still exist in 5054 to be honest. Anyway. An hour later, a Milspec team cooked the entire apartment complex. Ooh. He's a character killer, this great big orc with skin grafts. Didn't I kill him in the other game? That sounds a lot like the big orc that I killed in the other game. Sounds like he's on the right track to me. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This has got to be Firstwind. All of it. Adrian was right about her. She's still alive and she's out of the SOX. Oh, history time. The SOX is a big irradiated wasteland bit between France, Germany, and I'm pretty sure it swallows up most of Luxembourg. Because there was a nuclear power plant there, which went the way of Chernobyl and blew up. So they built a big wall around it and decided, yep, nobody's going in here again, and then people went in because they're idiots. And then Firstwind appeared, and she got shot down by the German military, because they don't fuck around, and she landed in she landed in the SOX. We've never seen again. Advert for suits with waterproof storm protection. Remind me of the bulletproof suits in this. I mean, there's a difference between being stormproof and being bulletproof, but I see your point. Also, I love the fact that bulletproof suits are a thing that exist. There's one that keeps on appearing in Shadowrun games called Sleeping Tiger, which is basically as 80s as you can possibly imagine, and then some. It is, in every appearance, the most expensive and also greatest armor of its edition. Thankfully, I've got a lead. And then he died. Packtree stole the matrix nodes that Hellbore was looking into back before she got cooked. Turned up a set of map coordinates. Now I've got a target. Place to start digging. The Harfeld Manor. Hey, that's where she died. That's not an A. I made myself sad. Matrix records indicate some sort of data vault exists beneath the estate. Yeah, Monika, there we go. I think I'm gonna tap Schaefer for the job. She's got the skill to bypass what security they're running out there. She's gullible enough to take the job in the first place. Fuck you, sir! Except you're dead. So fuck you, sir! Hey look, it's his hotel room. Suspicions confirmed. Schaefer's dead. Jesus Christ. Okay. Back up, slow down, start from the beginning. He had a contact in the cruise bazaar. We need to find this contact. Given the evidence uncovered so far, corporate involvement unlikely. Connection to the firewing's too strong. Let's come right and see it. The dragon's what they were dealing with here. I won't go down without a fight. He did. The account manager I installed earlier should be more than enough to keep me safe for the 20 minutes I'll be in there. They didn't. If you're watching this, I guess they caught with to me. They'll be after you too now. Motherfucker. Why didn't you worry about this before I came here? Not now. You need to find Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Not because of my brother, but because if first things rise again, he's the only one who can stop her. You mean that guy that you said was dead? He's seen what happens to people who get too close to this. I'm dead and dozens of others have died. You'll be next. It'll happen to you. I've been making a lot of Simpsons references recently. I'm not sure if I'm okay with it. I haven't seen it in like 5 years. Dragon. Son of a bitch. Green Winter set us up against a dragon. The Firewing. She lives. I'm really starting to regret the fact I didn't just stay at the hotel. Fuck off, Blitz. I think a secret facility we stumbled into was her lair. Yeah, probably. Think about it. The Decker that Winters got these coordinates from was posting out Firstwinch. Then she was killed by the same Orcish bastard that attacked stuff. That Orcish, but I remember him now. He had a minigun. Thanks for indulging my Simpsons references. Interesting title. My gut tells me the dragon's down there, Vermilion. Someplace far beneath the surface. I think we knocked on the door to her lair without ever knowing it. Time to come dead again? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, go on the assumption that there is a dragon and that she will come after us. What do you propose we do about it? Let's find a dead man. If we're going up against a dragon, we need to find ourselves a dragon slayer. Not you, Daytrick. Winter spent 20 years searching for Claire and it got him nowhere. How do you propose that we find him? With an info worker? Back to the coffee shop? For this? No. Oh, I want to see Altug. We need to make a contact with the premier information broker in Berlin. We need to talk to Alice. I think I see where this is going. Alice, best of luck, and I hope that you're rich. For this? Rich enough. Even if only just. Alice is the most prominent figure in Berlin's shadow community. Fuck that word. Schockwellenreiter? Schockwellenreiter. I don't know why my voice went Russian there instead of German, but fuck it, whatever. She provides information retrieval services for the F-State. If Winters was right and Volclair's still alive, she can help us find him. You look a credit stick. Encode the credit stick. 10,000 yuan. Alice will not show her face for less. This represents the last of my personal savings for a million. Make this meeting count. Really? You've only got 10 grand? No, I can believe that. Alright, where to? Take the U-Bahn to the Alstalt Spandau. Valley? Yep, I know exactly what's coming. Okay, so, I was reintroduced to Shadowrun because there's a channel called Hyper RPG that had a Shadowrun RPG, and there was a metagame around it. And, the rabbit hole was in it. So I know where this is going. This is gonna be trippy as fuck. Don't call it that in front of her though. Word on the street is that she hates it. Okay. So don't call the rabbit hole the rabbit hole. Let's go to our locker. Okay, so we can't carry the dome repair kit because our inventory is full. That's annoying. And drugs. Why is it always with the drugs? Also nice Dante's in my party. Look at that little popper. Just wanna. Oh. I'm gonna take the drone repair kit purely because it means that if Blitz actually comes along, I can give it to him. No one messages. Okay. I wonder. Ah, she doesn't have any interest in Blitz. That's a shame. Oh my god, Blitz might act. The dog might actually be following me, guys. Alright, so I should... fuck. I suppose I probably should do some shopping, shouldn't I? Shelter has the basic needs desperately need to be filled. The walls are not insulated. New blankets would go a long way towards keeping our guests healthy and comfortable. Yeah, here you go. Do some good, sir. What, Blaine? I understand they put you in charge of Monika's outfit. Or travels fast. Okay, I thought it was a sailor, never mind. Hey, Guntari. What you got for me? Ooh, he actually has a katana. The question is, do I have a katana? I have a machete. And apparently I don't have any armor. That's interesting. You know, the great thing is, I don't have to worry about, I'm gonna say, yeah, I don't have to worry about saving up for hiring people because I actually have a team. And confirm. Put the machete away. Armored clothing. Hey, trench coat. Fucking nice. Hey, well, I got your attention. 25 and 50, goddamn. Knew I shouldn't have made that charitable donation. Yay! Puppy's coming with me. What's an arcade machine doing in the middle of nowhere? Huh. Nice. I'm looking at the dim little office. The place looks like it was pulled straight from an old detective movie, from the Venetian blinds in the windows to the great swaths of shadow that paint the walls black. Center stage, sitting behind a large mahogany desk, is the silhouette of an impressive looking woman in a charcoal grey suit. Okay, so this actually wasn't what I was expecting. She looks trustworthy. She looks like GLaDOS. Except, not as orange. For a new down trend, tell me what you're looking for. I need you to find someone. Someone very challenging to find. The Dragon Slayer. Interesting. He's been missing for a long time. I should probably do a GLaDOS voice, shouldn't I? Surprised you recognize the name? Trivia is a passion of mine. And then in my line of work it comes in handy. Is it actually mahogany? It's a desk that can bend the fabric of space and time. Also, it's a really nice color. Really ties the room together. Alright, here's how this is going to work. When you give me the go-ahead, I'm going to start gathering information for you. Once I've finished, you're going to bring me a cred stick encoded with the encryption key that I'll provide for you. That cred stick will have 50,000 unit on it. Fucking hell. When I get my cred stick, you'll get your information. This is the deal. Take it or leave it. Do you know what that kind of money can buy? More mahogany desks. Apparently I know better than you do, sport. Do you know how much work Client's on his trustworthy as her desk? I'm the client though. Besides, my desk's a piece of shit. Do you know how much work it takes to find a digital ghost? It's going to be wet work, breaking into government archives, might even have to commission an expedition into the SOX. This is a serious undertaking, friend. Or I could do the wet work in the SOX expedition? Okay, remember, you say go and I go. From that point on, you're on the hook. Alright, let's do this. Ooh, what's over here? More drugs. Because of course that's what I found in the bathroom. Yo, in the bathroom. Well, it's appropriate that I got some hyper right after mentioning that channel. Did I go the wrong way again? No, I went an alright way. That's good. Ooh. What's up, Big Paul? Lines everywhere. I can't imagine this would be cheap. What was Alice's stated price? 50 grand. That's what you expected? Fucking hell. Oh, we have jobs now. Okay. You can find information on the job log on your mission computer. One job file's on there already. While you're working Darren Alice's field, continue to dig for clues about Firstwinch. If she is in fact roosting under the Harfeld Manor. Roosting. See what you did there. At this point, I wonder if dragons have feathers. Because there's a bunch of scientific evidence that dinosaurs had feathers, so that'd be funny. Don't wait for a million, I'm going to conduct my investigation the old-fashioned way. Contacts, deduction, and careful observation. The game's afoot, Watson! My lead's working to recover information off those other DVDs. Awesome. We're checking up on our friend, the Ark with the skin grafts. I love how the skin grafts is the thing that they identify, not the big fuck-off minigun. But Samuel Beckenbauer wanted me to pass a message to you. Do you know him? The Ark runs the shelter across the way. We've met, yeah. He has a job for you. He wouldn't discuss it with me, but he promised it'd be worth your time. Anyway, we might as well talk to him first. He did ask for me by name. Unless dragons are more like crocs, but then again, Quetzalcoatl? Yeah. Quetzalcoatl are interesting. I can't remember what they look like though, because the last time I saw them was in, Yeah, okay, now you're just making up words. Big Sam! What do you know about the Humanist Poly Club? Oh! This is going to be a fun one. Humanist Poly Club. If you're in America, they're pretty much like the KKK. If you're in the UK, they're pretty much like Britain First. And if you're in some other country, then insert your own politically appropriate and like extreme right-wing hate groups. Instigators of the Night of Rage, an enemy of everything that I stand for. The Night of what now? A worldwide race riot. Jesus. Oh, right. Oh yeah, Quetzalcoatl is kind of what Rayquaza is based off of, except not really. I got mixed up between Quetzalcoatl and the Chupacabra. Because I was going to say, because the last time I saw it was in Red Dead Redemption. Which reminds me, a shame about all the bullshit that's coming out with Red Dead Redemption 2. It's not going to be on PC, it's probably going to be microtransactioned to fuck, because it's 2K that's making it. Real shame. Hey, Humanist is plotting some shit. Arranged to acquire a large shipment of an extremely hazardous chemical. Their leader, Volker Stahl, really, is a vicious ideologue. That word's English, why can I not say it? It goes without saying that whatever he intends to do, it won't be good for us. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, I'm human, but okay. Then again, they don't like mages. Want you to infiltrate the smuggling operation that's delivering the shipment. Once you arrive at the humanist compound, you'll find out what they're planning to do with the chemical and put a stop to it. Would it be to just hijack the shipment? Stopping the shipment would not stop humanists, they merely require another. For a pack of snarling racists, they're extremely well funded. Well, doesn't that sound familiar? Contacted sister organizations across Berlin to take up a collection. 22,000? Jesus. Arrangements for your meeting with the smugglers. The leader is an elf who calls himself Maxime. Take the U-Bahn to Schatten Nest and you'll find him waiting there. Best luck to you, Vermilion, and good hunting. What are they, neo-Nazi versions of the Chantry from the Dragon Age? I thought the... Oh. Yeah, pretty much. I was gonna say, I thought the Chantry was the mages. No, that's the circle. Efforts will not go unrecognized. Well, bloody fucking hope so. Hey, Dietrich. Right around to you here, boss. Want to be sure I caught you before you headed off. I mean, I was gonna bring you on the job. So yeah, we need to have a talk about this humanist kick. Yeah. Of course he was in the Night of Rage. I remember the terror, the senseless violence, the murdered children. I remember this little dwarf boy. He stuffed his body into the gutter, Vermilion. Anyway, long story short, we beat him. Berlin's punks and anarchists all came together. Which is a very hard task, by the way. We stopped this flipping trick of those racist pigs. Not such a hard task. A lot of good people died that night, but we put down some of the bad ones too. Let me guess, you want to come with? I don't just want to come to this run, boss. I have to come. Okay. Oh, my nephew, Alexander. He signed on with Humanus. Driven to it by his worthless sack of a dad, no doubt. Ah, right. Gotta get Alexander out of there for mine, before it's too late. Those monsters are experts at warping young minds. It's how their disgusting ideology propagates. All of the topical. I'm asking you, as a personal favour, let me come along for the run. I have to turn around before those animals make him do something unforgivable. I mean, now I can't stop you, can I? No doubt you should bring me, of course. You're too good a man for that. I'm bringing you because it's going to be entertaining. As you enter your team, your fixer has access to a small network of mercenaries. Like the syndicate that I never used last time, I'm guessing. As you complete missions, both your team members and the available mercenaries will periodically gain access to new weapons and abilities. Oh, and equipment. Oh, cool. Let's complete missions. Both your team members and the available mercenaries. Oh, I just read that bit. Any new items, spells, weapons, or weapon abilities that run our games will automatically be available for use the next time you take them on a mission. That's cool. But they cost money, so no. Yeah, Dietrich promised you'd come along. Glory. I've got medkits for days and healing. Oh no, I've got revivals for days and healing. Might be an idea to take her along as well. So that means we choose between having a Decker and Iger. Yeah, let's take Iger along. We are basically all sorts of Humanist's worst nightmare, pretty much. And let's do this. Please autosave, please autosave, please autosave. Hey, autosaving. And with that, I'm actually going to stop. I did say it was going to be a short stream just because I got on so late. Just put it back over here. So that was fun. It was good to get back into it. As I said at the start of the stream, I will hopefully be streaming again 2 weeks from now. That will be my last stream of 2017. But in case this was my last stream of 2017, I hope you have a good Christmas and a Merry New Year. And try not to eat too much turkey. And try not to punch your racist uncle, because everybody seems to have a racist uncle. But if you want to find me in the meantime, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/suitthedecker. I was a little bit quiet a couple of weeks ago because I lost my phone, but it's fixed now. Yay. So I usually tweet there when I'm about to stream or when I'm just planning on streaming. And I also retweet a bunch of cute animals. So if you like cute animals, follow me on Twitter. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to watch me live, I have a Twitch account, twitch.tv/shootthedecker, where I stream. Well, I'll try to stream every other Tuesday, and might make for more time for it if people actually watch me. You can actually follow me on Twitch as well. If you're on Twitch already, the button's like up there or so, and it means you get an email notification when I go live, just in case you're missing me. And Twitch actually rolled out a feature recently where you can write their own subject line for your emails, which is fun, and I'm having some japes with that. But what was the other thing? There was one more. Oh yeah, if you're on Twitch and you don't like their video on demand player, that's fine. I'm going to try and highlight this to cut out all the music at the start right now, but I'll also export it to YouTube in like at most a day. I'm not gonna have to do many cuts, so I should actually be able to export it straight from here. So yeah, if you want to find my YouTube channel, you can search for Stuart the Decker on YouTube. I don't have a fancy URL. I do have a clickable link in my Twitch profile though, in case you want to find me there. And a whole bunch of useful stuff as well, like games I'm planning on streaming next, and Moobot commands, and all that stuff. So thanks for interesting title, for keeping me company in the chat. Thanks for everybody else who was watching. I didn't see who you were because I'm using a kind of cut down layout now. But with all that being said, my name was Stuart the Decker, and I shall see you next time. And hopefully I have a more organized thing at the end. But yeah, whatever.